Today's the day. We're going to end years and years of cumulative damage to your hair. So are you ready to see the biggest transformation your hair has undergone, besides cutting it, of course, but with just one product that you'll be adding into your routine? I'm here to introduce you to your new best friend, which has been my savior when it comes to my hair. As you can tell, my hair looks healthy, and I have to attribute every amount of health to my hair because of these products. And I'm here to share with you what is so truly revolutionary. Hello, April. Thank you for joining. I'm so happy to see you here. I always love when April joins our streams. So for those of you who maybe just joining in, we're going to transform our hair today. We're going to end the breakage. We're going to end the dryness, especially when it's a dry, irritated scalp. So painful. And there's really no solution as far as a shampoo or conditioner goes. It's really important about like your hair care to really help just get to the root of that damage. Thank you, April. She loves that retro glam wave in my hair, which I recreated from the one and only celebrity hairstylist, Danielle Priano. She most recently selected Save Me From on Cara Delevingne's hair for the American Music Awards red carpet event, but she was also doing some presentation for, I think it was like the best pop song or star. Definitely correct me if I'm mistaken. And so then she had just such gorgeous, healthy hair because of the foundation of strength, which Danielle Priano did as kind of a intensive overnight reparative treatment, because as we know, Cara is a hairstyle icon. She's gone through so many different looks within the last, like, I don't know, year. I mean, she's gone from short hair, like a pixie cut, to long hair, and then also just different hair colors. There's just so much styling that goes into a lot of these celebrities' hair. So we were so honored to be selected in Danielle Priano's foundation for the look. As you can tell here, this is a thick type of cream. You only need the smallest amount. Look at how much that's spreading. And then it has this really gorgeous like reflect to the hair. As you can tell, it's very subtle, but there's titanium dioxide that really has this great holographic look and reflect. Where is my water bottle? Here it is. 1 second. And then you'll apply this onto wet hair and then just take a little bit of water. These just emulsify so gorgeously in water. And as you can tell, that product is spreading twice as much as what I had it just in its most potent form. So a lot of hair products are actually formulated with 85 to 90% water. What? I am paying like a ton of money. I mean, there's so many price points, right? For hair care, but you're paying for water? Like, how does that make any sense? It's time to support companies that use actual research and ingredients and active forms of ingredients that are really going to help replenish and repair the hair. And I didn't see your comment, April. Seriously, can't stop looking at your hair. It's so healthy. Well, thank you. It's because of Save Me From. I wish I could take the credit for it all, but Save Me From is really the truly transformative hair care product that has really changed the game and how I treat my hair. I don't use silicones now, thanks to Save Me From, because these are formulated without silicones, and I realized that a lot of the silicones were just coating my hair and making me think that my hair was really healthier than it actually was. And so it's so important that we're using these targeted active ingredients that are super duper concentrated. So then therefore you choose the dilution. You choose like how you want to style your hair with these products. Do you want them as their most potent form in that pump and then apply that directly to your wet hair that's really just going to soak in those rich nutrients? Or are we going to be, you know, diluting that as like a styling type of reconstructor, which is so incredible for the hair health, because you're also having in that added in measure of repair that's really going to help your hair become resistant to that damage. So really quickly here, as you can tell, it kind of is already soaked into my hand. So these deeply penetrate, just like skincare. These are going to penetrate the layers of the hair. They're not going to coat the hair like typical hair treatments. And like I had mentioned, these are formulated without any silicones whatsoever. So you're going to not have that same kind of effect where it kind of feels as though it is coating the hair. It's going to feel different. And you're going to see results with continued use, so you're not going to have that same, you know, wowing effect like you may with a silicone heavy type of product. But I can assure you, with consistent use and 3 uses, our clinical studies show results, and you are going to see just the incredible richness and nutrients of these formulations. And what really sets Save Me apart from the competition is the high potency of the rich, nutrient-dense fenugreek seeds, which have been commonly used by women in India and in Middle Eastern countries for really replenishing their hair with this added on holistic treatment. This is Ayurvedic fenugreek, and Ayurveda is a kind of alternative wellness practice that we are as a brand are inspired by. It is really, the whole principle is really having the balance of, you know, the right nutrients and, you know, for instance, like when it comes to our body, you know, having the right balance of, you know, the nutrition, like I had mentioned, but also physical activity, and then also like the mental state as well. So you kind of take in mind, body, and spirit, and really the whole hair or whole health is really taken into account when all of these are in balance with one another. And so the same thing goes with hair, and our founder was really inspired by a lot of the strength and shine and thickness of women in India who had this gorgeous hair just like that, was so rich and healthy, and was curious to know why that, you know, hair care products don't use skincare actives. She comes from a skincare background. She created a prestigious skincare brand, and from there sought out to venture into hair care with a mission to not only save damaged hair, but also work to save lives. Our founder unfortunately lost her sister to suicide, and so our mission is to not only save your hair, but also really working towards raising awareness. And we also donate 10% of our net income to foundations that are working to end suicide. And so with your purchase of any Save Me From product, you are also contributing to that cause and really working towards that mission of ours. And so thankful for every one of you who have joined in on our cause, as we are a company, a beauty company that gives back. So it's so important, I would say, with you know, the holiday season and the current landscape of everything going on, is to support smaller businesses that are really working to raise awareness of social change or causes. So thank you so much for those of you tuning in. This is a mission that is so near and dear to our heart, and so with your support, you are supporting changing, you know, the landscape of a lot of these companies and industries. So for instance, here, I just mentioned how I use the chemical conflict. That is going to be really that strengthening formulation. And Cara Delevingne had that in her hair as that intensive overnight repair. And then Thermal Obsession was going to be that all-star on that red carpet for that really shine glossy look. And I use the same products in my hair today. I actually did a styling tutorial on YouTube. If you're curious about it, check out Save Me From USA on YouTube, and check out that YouTube channel or video on our channel, where I use these 2 products that was featured in Cara's hair in my hair today. So for those of you who have never heard of Save Me From, and you're wondering, well, why do I have to, you know, change up my hair care routine? It's working for me just fine. And you know, I don't really think I need something new. But did you know that your hair care products are formulated with silicones and sometimes even harsh sulfates and fragrances that can actually wreak more havoc than any good onto your hair? And so it's super important that we're, you know, being more conscious as a consumer. We're voting with our dollar. We're supporting companies, you know, by purchasing and continuously being a consumer of those products. And I really think that the shift of the consumer it really starts with the consumer. So, you know, we are a company that really stands by having really a clean conscience behind every single one of our formulas. We carefully balance every ingredient for its purity, performance, as well as your well-being in mind. And so shouldn't we support companies that have those same ethics? I certainly agree to that. And Another crazy thing about our formulas is that we have less than 1% of fragrance added to our products. And when we're dousing our hair in these like leave-in styling products or, you know, dry shampoo, these are so heavily fragranced for no real reason. And just like skincare, you can actually have some aversions to that scent. And so we have less than 1% of a synthetic fragrance, if it's in here, less than 1%, as well as being silicone free. We also use we're synthetic dye free as well. We're using earth harvested materials, ethically sourced colors that are derived from pearl, turmeric, and mica as well. So you can also be rest assured that these are not going to have some artificial colors. Like, that does not have any place in my hair care routine or skincare routine. And also, a lot of the hair care products on the market are formulated with mostly just water. So wouldn't you want to be the person who is going to determine how much water is going to be in your hair care products? I know I want to be in control of that. And with Save Me From, these products are so potent, you can really adjust the dilution however that really works for you. Say, for instance, you really want to have this really intensive overnight reparative restorative treatment. Just take the pump straight from the bottle and apply that, on your wet hair with slightly wet hands just to make the product spread even farther. You only need just one pump for your whole hair. If you're going to do that as like a leave-in, just one pump for your whole hair. And if you're going to do that overnight, one pump per section of hair. You section your hair into 4 different sections, applying from the ends, working your way up to the mid lengths of the hair, and then just taking that little bit that remains on your hands and applying that into the roots so that the product is able to really help nourish the hair from the tip to the root. And so we're starting from the ends of our hair because that is the area of the hair that is just most susceptible to that damage. So thank you everyone who tuned in on today's stream. This was kind of a faster stream, but I do want to share with you as to why you need to start reevaluating maybe some of the products in your hair care routine, especially being that, we have years and years of accumulative damage that have been just so harmful to the hair. And Save Me From formulates a product just for you based on the damage you're exposed to. Whether we think we are exposing our hair to damage or not, it is. Say, for instance, I was in California and Arizona. The water is incredibly hard, has a lot of minerals in the water, so those deposit onto the hair and scalp and make your hair so coated that they make them super vulnerable to that breakage. So sun and sweat not only going to help just really protect your hair against those harmful UV rays, but also really just make your hair super flexible and just avoid that buildup of those hard mineral deposits on the hair that can be occurring from those hard water areas. We also have strengthening. So if you're someone who is color treating your hair or just really seeing a lot of breakage and your hair is just really weak and brittle, whether that is just through the change of the seasons or really just lack of hydration or just your hair is just super parched and over processed. Chemical Conflict, Cara Delevingne's stylist selected this on her, as well as Miranda Lambert. Johnny Lavoie is the hairstylist behind that look, and they both adore and love this treatment just to help really make the hair stronger with continued use and more resistant to that breakage from the styling and chemically treating and all that stuff that celebs do to their hair. They certainly get the most of it. Pollution Assault, you don't have to live somewhere where there's pollution. I don't live near a city, so I'm not really too concerned with pollutants, but hair oils can actually attract dust and debris onto the hair shaft and start to really wreak havoc on the hair strand. So you really need something that's going to help nourish and fortify the strands with just some really great nutrients while also really increasing the shine. So that is my finishing touch. I use that on my hair for today's hairstyle. And as you can tell, I don't have like any type of it doesn't look like I have anything in my hair. There's no coating there. My hair is silky and soft. I wish you could just touch it through the camera. But my hair is so incredibly silky and soft from this treatment here. And I have to say that these have changed the game in the way I take care of my hair. So I know it will be for you. And then this is a really great product. This is also not only celebrity stylist favorite. Johnny Lavoie picks this up from Miranda Lambert. Just really help boost volume at the roots and just really add in some extra softness to the hair. But also just most recently won Best Volumizing Product of the Year. We are so thankful for that from the Independent Beauty Innovation Award. So we are so grateful and elated. This is also a nominee for QVC as well for the Most Volumizing Product of the Year as well. We are so grateful to be considered in that, I guess you could say, award. And then in addition, we have Thermal Obsession. I use this every day as my heat styling protectant. And then for those of you who may be combating a lot of dryness or irritation and flakiness on the scalp, this is really going to be a great clarifying treatment to just help combat any sort of grease buildup on the scalp and in the hair, as well as silicone buildup that you may not realize. But a lot of the hair care products on the market are heavily formulated with a lot of silicones that just build up on the hair and cause some crazy buildup that weighs the hair down and makes it so that the silicones just coat the hair and your hair is not really able to get moisture or any of these great nutrients. So it's super important that you really have targeted active ingredients that are just going to help revitalize and repair the hair. So, which is so important. And I'm so excited that you joined in on today's video. Definitely give us a comment if there are any questions or suggestions you may have, and I will see you on the next one. Thank you so much.